Makeshift Garage.
You're watching Makeshift Garage.
You're watching Makeshift Garage.
This is such a cool old school jack. This is serious, bro. You know what? This was given to me by a 92-year-old before he passed away. And his name was Bill. He was a really good guy. He gave me a lot of stuff. He hooked us up with a lot of stuff. Gave me cars and everything, man. He was a really good guy. I used to be his go-to man. Whatever he wanted done, that's what I did. Bob, go get me an inspection. Okay. Bob, get me some tires. Okay. So I was just very nice to him all the time, and he paid it back in being very nice to me, which is a beautiful thing. If I could get this jack underneath the spacer, it's a big, heavy, thick spacer that's bolted on the back of the engine. Very different. If I can get this jack on that and just bring them up a little bit, I might be able to jiggle, wiggle things in a little. I still have a hard time lining it up. The inspection plate's not the normal inspection plate. You have to get your head way up in and look in. Very difficult to do. I guess I could try to look through here and turn it over by hand and look and see if I can find one bolt. If I can find one bolt through that flex plate, I'll be feeling good. Once we line it up, we could wiggle, jiggle, biggle this thing back, and I think we'll be okay, man. We're getting to it now. The starter, we got the starter in. We have the pipes back up on the bottom of the motor. We are buttoning up a lot of the little odds and ends on the water pump so that we got everything in order here. I got to get wires still, but all the little odds and ends we're buttoning up. I mean, this truck had a lot of stuff, man, like this. I just have to make sure I get everything back where it was, you know. Everything's got to just go back in place. Like I said, we need wires, but I think we're pretty much there, man. We got all the oil in. We're throwing the fluids in today. We're going to have this thing buttoned up today. I don't know if we're going to have the wires today. I might send Devin up to get the wires. You can't get parts for this thing, so we had to do what we could do. We're going to have to put an electric fan on it. We can't even use this water pump with this setup. We have to go with an electric fan, that's the way it goes. And we have to reduce everything and set everything up. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. We're going to make it happen. She'll be running soon. Let's get her done, man. One step closer. You got to love it when the carburetor goes on. You know you're getting close. Let's get it done, dude. Woo, doggy. Man, it's exciting to see this go back together. It's been a long time. Parts have been the issue, but you know what? We're doing it. We're getting it done, and that's it. I am completely ready for this to be done. Big time. What I had to do to get choke working was find the route that it probably most likely was on, and then lock it down in place here so that the body is locked, and then come down here while it's open. While it's wide open. Yep, like right there. And lock it into place. And now, every time you pull a choke from within, she should stay wide open. Let's see. Yeah, that will keep it right open perfectly. Well, you know, me and Devin are getting very excited now. We're coming down to the home stretch. Every little last thing we put on gets that much closer to firing this puppy up. We're looking forward to it. There's a lot of little tiny things though. And it's been a while, so it's got to be remembered. I got to remember it all. Somehow, some way, I will. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a good day when you start putting in the antifreeze. Yes, sir. Let's get this thing running. It's the good old green stuff. 1971. Got to put the right stuff in. We're going with green. Some of the new green stuff is actually universal. It could go into the orange stuff, into the green ones. But some of the oranges are universal as well. But you got to read them because not all of them are. This one happens to be Ford Chrysler 2000 and earlier. It's for Ford and Chrysler 2000 and earlier. So you just got to read them. You know, it's been a little bit of a journey. A lot of sweat, knuckles, blood, no tears, but kind of whining a little. She was tough, man. There was rebuilding the engine was nothing. It's another FE. Someone asked me the other day, how many engines have you rebuilt? I had to really think about it. I said about 15, but it might be more like 25. A lot of them were Fords too. I don't think I ever even rebuilt a Chevy. My father was a Ford guy, so I was always a Ford guy. So I never really did many Chevys, but I did Chryslers, I did Mopars, I did Ford. Oh, well, we did the Cadillac. That's GM. I don't know if that counts. So like you guys know, this is the coil that was in there. And when I shut the truck off, this coil used to work. 1 year later, or whatever it's been, the coil don't work anymore. Holy mackerel. How is that possible? So I went and I bought a brand spanking new coil. And guess what? I couldn't get any spark out of it. So then Devin went back to the house, and his Cadillac had a whole box of old coils, which are right there. He had a box of old coils. We pulled one out. First one we put in, boom, we got spark. Let's see if we get fire in the hoe. Ooh, I don't know. I hope I'm not 180 out. Let's see. I think I'm going to turn it a little more, which is retarding it, because this spins opposite. Oh, you know, that's the problem with this. I'm gonna have to climb up in the chuck. I gotta get it to start. This is crazy sauce. Look at, my hat's gonna fall off. Ooh! Let's see. Is that the fucking gas? Oh, we're on the wrong side. There you go. We got a choke. We have a choke button. Man, this is nuts. What am I doing in here? Man. Let's try it one more time. It might be one tooth out, for all I know. Wow, this is kind of exciting. At least it's, you know, it's just gonna go. Fire in the hole. All right, hold on. We got gas right here. Wow. Sounds like something crawled in the muffler, man. Why does it sound like a tractor? Hey, didn't we have this problem with something else sounding like a tractor? What in the world? All right, I think the timing's off a little bit, so let me retard it a little. I'll probably have to advance it, but let's try it. At first it sounded like a tractor, but then when we got that timing closer, it started sounding nice, man. So we'll check all the fluids. All the fluids get checked quick. And then we will, I know I got enough antifreeze in it. It hasn't even got warm enough to open the thermostat yet. It's still cold. But the motor's warm. The motor itself is warm, but it didn't warm up enough to open the thermostat and start circulating. We don't have a fan. The fan that belongs on the thing will not go back on. The water pump that we got is not the right one. The bolt pattern is right, but the center of gravity, the center of rotation isn't right, and sticking out a little further than the normal one. But we can't find the normal one. We can't find the right one. So we're gonna do away with the fan, and we're gonna put an electric fan on it. And when I think it has a sensor in it anyways. When it gets over 190, boom, the fan kicks on. That's fine. Or they have ones you can hardwire. As soon as you turn the car on, it goes on like a regular fan. It just runs. So either one way or the other, we're gonna have a fan, but it's not here today. So I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is to make sure all the fluids are right. Run them wires, brand new wires, but one of them let me have a shock. She looks perfect. Right to the full mark. It could use a mouthful of oil, that's about it. So I'm not about to mess with the oil. Leave that alone. She looks good. It's funny, this only goes in one way. If you turn it in the other way, it won't go in. Because of the curve, the angle of the dangle, bro. Oh boy, come on. Put it in the hole. There we go. All right, so that's in good shape. We're calling it a night. We're finished. She runs. There's a few things to button, but she runs and runs good. Woo! All right, so we fixed the gas leak, and then we run out of gas. Are you kidding me? Let's put a period to this and move on. What I'm trying to do to see if it's heat soaked. Let me see. Idle's a little high. Let's plug this vacuum off. Not leaking anywhere. We got to get the fan on to go further than that. That's probably like 190 right there. I don't want to get it no hotter than that. I'm not looking to overheat the motor. I lost my timing light. My thoughts are, let's just get it running okay, and it's timed pretty good. I kind of wish I had the other timing light, you know. Could have held it at a certain RPM and got it just right. We're gonna fine tune it when we get the fan. I don't want to run it hot. She runs good. There's no banging, no knocking, no, you know, it runs good. So that's what this is all about.
So we want to get the fan before we actually take it out of the spot.
Yes. Yes. I know you want to get going with it, but
No, at this stage of the game, I just thought it'd be fun to drive around and light them up, but meaning the lights, not the tires.
yeah. We'll do some hole shots, man. We'll have to be in the dirt with water. Come on. good. This is good. I mean, I'm very happy with it. Well, believe me.
Considering how long it took to just get it in, the fact that you got it running 2 days later is pretty good.
Pretty damn good. I'm pleased to hell.
That coil was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
The brand new coils that don't work, huh?
The brand new coil that don't work, and the one that was on there actually died over the winter, man. It just took a crap. As soon as Devin had a box, about 5 or 6 of them. He picked one out. I said, Devin, pick one out, man. He picked that one out. It's got a lot of fire, and it's got 60,000 volts in it. I said, let's use it, man. Boom, we put it on fire right up. I was like, yes.
So when you go to crank this over, when it doesn't crank right away, that's because these batteries are still a little bit...
Maybe, or the timing might be a little bit too far advanced right now.
Okay.
So sometimes when it's heat soaked, that's a good thing to and then you can back the timing off the drop. But without the vacuum advance hooked up, I can't really tell. So I'm going to find
Either
out.
way, it's cranking over.
Yeah.
And either way, when it's all said and done with, I'll probably put a charge on these guys.
Oh, I would definitely charge these up while it's sitting here. I mean, you have a battery charger?
No. No, but I'll pull them out or bring it by the shop. Well, probably easier to bring the battery to the shop versus...
Or bring a battery charger here and just plug it in and let it go for a day. Leave it on for 24 hours, it'll be fine. So here we go, we're putting a period to this. It's over. We're timing it, we're sending it. He's taking it out, he's test driving it, that's it, it's over. The fan is not going in until we get the fan, so we're gonna wait on that. As far as I'm concerned, the engine came out, it got rebuilt, it's put back in, and it runs good. All done. Pizza time. We have a radiator fan that we're gonna put on, it's electric, and we're gonna hook it up with a thermostat so things are all right. When she get hot, boom, she blow. Let's go, dude. Well, she's not exactly huge, but I think it'll do the trick. And the reason we're doing this is, look, see how high the water pump is? The fan would hit everything. That water pump needs, the center of the water pump needs to be way lower, and it's not. So I don't know what else to say other than the motor mounts are in, everything's bolted down, the thing is exactly where it belongs, but that is not the right water pump. The center of, is not in the right place. And so we're gonna make it work. Let's make it work, let's make shift happen. You gotta poke these things through the radiator and then put some stuff on the other side and make them hold in. And you know what? It feels sketchy, but I can see it was a good design. Somebody really thought. All right, so we decided we're just gonna go hot, cold. When the ignition's on, the fan is blowing, just like a regular hardwired fan, like a regular fan off a water pump. She blows. Not like a clutch fan, because it never had a clutch fan anyways.